Hey guys, it's your dude Kian. Welcome to another episode of Pinoy Reddit Stories. Today's theme is all about lande. Yup, we're diving into those spicy, flirty, and sometimes messy situations coming straight out of Reddit. And we'll be unpacking stories like confessing to a crush, dealing with a jealous ex, and even those tricky moments when you find someone's not so single after all. And ayun guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our juicy episodes. And guess what guys, you can also catch this on Spotify, Amazon Music, and all of your favorite podcast platforms. So ayun guys, let's get into it. Our first story is from Ako Ba Yung Gago subreddit. And yung title ay, Ako ba yung gago kung mag-usap kami secretly ng ex-GF ng kuya ng BF ko? Confusing title, Gets. Let me explain. I'm female 22 in a relationship with my former blockmate, male 23. Okay naman relationship namin. He has a brother, male 24, and my jowa si kapatid. Let's call him kuya. The girlfriend, female 24, is our batchmate. And BF ko ang nag-introduce sa kanilang dalawa. Since batchmate namin, magkakaibigan kami. Nalaman ko lang last week na nag-cheat si kuya niya on his girlfriend. Not once, but multiple times pala. Iba-iba kausap at kalandian online. Very close ang boyfriend ko and kuya. The ex showed me screenshots of the convo of those two and nakakadire. Here's how the convo went. Kuya asked if kilala ni boyfriend si other girl. Let's call her Jean. My boyfriend said, hindi niya kilala. Then nag-send si kuya ng screenshot of his chat with Jean. Nilalandi niya until she told him she is a minor in high school. Okay na sana when kuya said he'll back off for that reason, pero they still continued chatting. Itong boyfriend ko naman, tinawanan lang yun. I am so alarmed. Why would he be okay with his brother chatting some other girl? Lalo na't siya naman nagreto. Why did he just laugh at him when kuya continued to chat a minor? Before I knew any of this, my boyfriend and I discussed our boundaries and what constitutes cheating. Sabi ko, basta, landian in chat or in person, cheating agad. He agreed, but he said he might forgive online lande. Sabi ko straight up that I will not tolerate that, kahit nga kasal or not. Now, the ex and I are in contact and nagchat kami about what happened. We even met in person because I wanted to listen to her and be a shoulder to cry on. Ako ba yung gago for talking to the brother's ex-girlfriend without my boyfriend knowing? We talk and rant about their red flags, the things they could have done right, etc. Kuya and the ex are trying to fix their relationship, pero ako na mismo nagsasabing she deserves better than a cheater who will scar her with trust issues. I told her halos forever na niya dadalhin yung trust issues if she continues to stay with him, and she will almost always be paranoid. So ayun, yung sitwasyon na to is pretty tricky and understandable na din why you'd feel conflicted about whether you might be in the wrong here. So OP, let's break this down. So this is regarding sa concern mo for your brother's behavior. Bale, it's really disturbing if you find out that someone you know is engaging in inappropriate behavior. Lalong-lalo na if it's with a minor. So your alarm is justified. It's really concerning if your boyfriend simply laugh it off, rather na i-recognize niya yung seriousness ng situation. And this could point to a deeper issue of complacency or a lack of understanding about boundaries and consent. So it's definitely worth na i-address mo to sa boyfriend mo, OP. Regarding naman to sa pag-communicate mo sa ex, it's natural that you want to reach out and support someone who is going through a rough time. Especially kung nagsishare kayo ng common bond like being in a same friend group. However kasi, doing behind your boyfriend's back can be seen as a breach of trust. So, importante sa isang relationship na maging transparent, especially when discussing matters that involves his family. Tapos, kailangan din mag-set ng boundaries. Yung stance mo on cheating and online flirting is very clear and firm, which is great. Very important na maintain mo yung boundaries and communicate them clearly to your partner. However, the fact that your boyfriend might be more lenient about what he considers cheating could lead to future conflicts if not addressed properly. And bago ko ibigay yung aking verdict, OP, magbasa rin tayo ng mga comments. Sabi ng isang commenter, "Di ka gago. Tama lang yung ginagawa mo, not tolerating that kind of behavior. Pero te, hiwalayan mo na din BF mo. Kapatid nga niya, tinotolerate mag-cheat at sa minor pa. Hindi imposible mag-cheat din sa'yo yan, lalo na ganyan yung mindset niya." Second comment, "Di ka gago. But girl, your boyfriend, hahaha. Ano yan, kinocondition ka na okay siya sa online landian para mabalik sa'yo when the time comes na gawin niya? Ewan, kadiri BF mo OP for tolerating his brother at sa minor pa." Third comment, "Di ka gago. 1. Seems mas close din kasi kayo nung ex versus kuya. 2. Ex deserve to know na may ganyang factor. Otherwise, parang complicit ka sa mga pangyayari. Turning a blind eye pa magiging datingan." And magbasa pa tayo ng isa pang comment, "Di ka gago, pero do you still want to be with your BF knowing what you know now? Really?" And so, wala naman ako nakikita ang nag-respond si OP, so bigyan ko na yung aking verdict. So, yung verdict ko dito, OP, di ka gago. Yung concerns mo kasi are very valid. And yung intentions mo seems to come from a good place. However, secretly communicating with your boyfriend's brother's ex could be seen as crossing a line. Hindi naman to necessarily about whether you're right or wrong in supporting her, pero it's more about transparency with your boyfriend. This is something you should talk to him about openly, so he understands your concerns and yung reasons behind your actions. Yung ganitong klaseng sitwasyon, a conversation with your boyfriend is very necessary to clear the air. I-set mo na expectations and i-ensure mo na din that both of you are on the same page about what constitutes appropriate behavior in your relationship and others. And so yan yung first story natin. Let's move on to the next. Ayun guys, this next story is again from Ako Ba Yung Gago subreddit, and yung title ay "Ako ba yung gago for dating my happy crush when my ex and I were still together? Let's call the current guy or crush from last year Gabby and my ex Enzo. I had a happy crush on Gabby while Enzo and I were still together. There was no emotional affair, I just thought he was friendly and cute and nice. He tried to ask me to hang out a couple of times and Enzo would be supportive even if it seemed like he was flirting. Of course, the brunches and movies never pushed through because I wasn't sure if it would be platonic. Enzo knew about all our interactions and I never hid anything from him. Anyway, a year after our breakup, Gabby and I hung out and the night ended with him establishing that he would like to date me exclusively and I'm the only girl he is pursuing. He has also invited me to his events and CC and made plans for dinner. We also kissed. Now, despite knowing that there was no overlap nor affair, I'm so worried about how it will look like when we go public, especially to our mutual friends. I love Enzo dearly and our relationship was very important to me. Even if we don't talk anymore, I would hate for him and his friends to think that it developed behind his back or that he dodged a bullet. Will I look gago to my ex and his friends if this relationship comes out? Will there be malandi allegations and will I beat them? I'm so worried about how it will look like to other people. Ayun, so yung sitwasyon na to involves a lot of introspection and social dynamics. So OP, let's break this down. Una, importante dito yung pagkakaroon ng happy crush while in a relationship isn't uncommon. It's natural kasi to find other people attractive and interesting. As long na hindi ka nagka-cross ng any boundaries or emotionally investing in someone else. Sa case mo, OP, it seems like you were very honest with your ex na si Enzo about your feelings and interactions with Gabby. Transparency kasi is key and pinakita mo naman dito na you weren't engaging in any form of emotional cheating. Ayun, so fast forward to your current situation with Gabby. A year after your breakup with Enzo, kayo ni Gabby started seeing each other, which is totally fair game. Wala naman overlap between the two relationships, so on paper, you haven't done anything wrong. However, yung concern mo seems to stem on how it might look to others, especially mutual friends and your ex. So this is understandable as people often jump to conclusions based on timing and perception. Nag-worry ka sa ibang tao that they might think something was happening behind Enzo's back, even though it wasn't. So ultimately, what matters most is your own conscience and the truth of the situation. You know naman that there's no overlap, no betrayal, so kailangan mo lang i-remind yung sarili mo doon. Kahit pa mag-speculate yung ibang tao. People may talk, but those who truly know you and the situation will understand. And bago ko ibigay ang aking verdict, basa tayo ng mga comments. First commenter, gago ka. You knew deep inside that he possibly had other intentions. You said it yourself, you weren't sure. Adding to the fact that he also possibly knew that you had a crush on him, even when you and Enzo were still together. He had access to you, even if you declined the invitations. A foot in the door, basically. Some may say that it's Enzo's fault as well. Well, can't expect him to forbid you from having a crush, or else he risks being called manipulative or too protective. Will you look gago? Possibly. Will there be malandi allegations? Most likely. Will you beat them? Don't know. Gotta give it to you though that no one cheated or anything. At least, this happened a year after the breakup. Second comment. Di ka gago. It's been a year since your breakup. No one should care. But gago ka for entertaining Gabby of sorts, despite being with Enzo at the time. Even if Enzo was aware and supportive, it's a choice to flirt, to daydream, to fantasize about this person, or to choose to have more contact with them. In other words, an initial attraction may be unavoidable, but nurturing that attraction through thought and action is on you. And nag-respond si OP, thank you for your thoughts. I don't think I was entertaining any romantic advances from Gabby at the time naman. I thought he was just trying to make friends with me, and the crush was one-sided. I don't remember flirting with him when I was taken, and I didn't talk to him for 11 months after my breakup. And nag-reply yung commenter, I never said about anything about romantic advances or flirting with him. And nag-respond ulit si OP, sorry for misunderstanding. When you said gago ka for entertaining Gabby of sorts, what do you mean? And I guess hindi na nag-reply yung commenter. And third comment, gago ka at yung abangers na lalaki mo. Flirting with another person while in a relationship? What the hell? This is the reason guys don't trust male friends ng GF nila. Alam namin modus ng mga gago eh. At pudpod na ang linyang friend ko lang siya. And reply ni OP, what does abangers mean? Else reply ng commenter, slang for nag-aabang. He was trying so hard to steal you from your ex while you were in a relationship. So inabangan na lang niya ikaw nung naghiwalay kayo. And nag-respond si OP, he wasn't trying to steal me from my ex. He thought my ex was my brother all this time. Again, I never reciprocated any weird energy from Gabby back when I was taken. And nag-reply yung commenter, he kept asking you to go out while you were with your ex. He was trying to steal you, reciprocated or not. You not blocking him was already enough. Masyado kang naive to think otherwise on both my statements. And last comment, gago ka. Enzo dodge a bullet. Buti na lang nakawala na siya sa'yo. Ano bang gusto mo na itawag namin sa mga taong kagaya mo? And so majority dito nagsasabi gago ka. Ayun, mixed reactions din. May nagsasabi di ka gago or walang gago. But my verdict dito is walang gago. You're not in the wrong here. You were honest naman during your previous relationship and you waited an appropriate amount of time before starting something new with Gabby. Yung concern dito about how it looks to others is valid. But it doesn't change the fact that you acted in a straightforward and respectful manner. Basta maging handa ka lang ma-explain yung exact timeline when it comes up. Otherwise, continue living your life without letting the fear of gossip holding you back. And dito na tayo nagtatapos sa subreddit na Ako Ba Yang Gago. Let's move on to another subreddit. And so this next story is on the Off My Chest PH subreddit. And yung title ay The Sweetest Revenge to My Mapera at Malandi Kong Ex-Girlfriend. This is a long story but worth the read. This happened last year. I work as a consultant for the government and also a grad student. Have 2 published work, an amateur boxer and a Muay Thai practitioner. Also trained and works sa military. And I have my ex, a half Japanese and Pinoy lady. Pretty siya and she fell in love sa akin dahil sa talents and hobbies ko. Fast forward, We stayed together 2 years, working siya dati as a call center agent that time. Her ugali is pa-victim siya and always blames me for being busy kahit we have every day to spend time together kasi we live together and weekends. Minsan gumagala. She overspends her money to buy unnecessary stuff, eats cafe food every day, etc. My time, binigyan ko ng gift, 15,000 pesos, tas sabi niya madamat ako, ay dapat madami pa since mataas naman nakukuha ko sa work. Hurts hearing something like that. I save money since I'm a graduate student. Pinapaaral ko ang kapatid ko at 2 pinsan sa province. And syempre, allowance para sa parents ko. I eat cooked food sa condo unit which I pay. Never siya nagbabayad kahit bills. Ha ha ha. She'll get mad pang hindi siya binilhan ng mga bagay na mahal. I told her to use her money pero ubos na eh. Kahit madalas busy ako or working traveler ako, I always made time for her so much. I love her syempre and really prayed din dati. Anyways, came January 2023, I discovered na may kausap siya sa work niya sa call center. Thanks sa intel skills ko from the military, I managed to figure out who and how she does it. They had sex a couple of times pala. They go on dates after shift kahit saglit, and nag-uusap sila sa isang messenger account. What did I do? I played it cool. Observe and didn't react easily para ma-examine ko how they do. Sakto din February 2023, dun papasok ang fattest check ng buhay ko. Around 0.9 million pesos from my consultancy job. Usually kasi nasa 100,000 pesos per project or 200,000. Pero this is something. Also, may sponsor ako to go to US for 1 month and I can take her daw. Iba kasi regular work ko sa consultancy kaya super stable ako. Came that says of February. I got my check. I showed off my check sa kanya. She miraculously changed her attitude. I said mag-yacht kami or travel abroad. She became happier and overjoyed hearing it. However, I told her that I caught her. Of course, she denied. I showed her printed proof, photos, and screenshots. She just stayed shocked and silent. I asked why she did it. She said the guy is kasama niya palagi sa work. I told her to pack her stuff and go. She cried but I can't keep her. I was so happy. Reminded her that her life will change and she will never get the same treatment from someone else. I still cried of course, but there was also a sense of relief. Now in present time, I found out recently that she stayed with a guy living in debt and pinapost ng mga loan sharks. Contacted me at gusto niya mangutang sa akin ng 30k plus and nagsisi daw siya sa ginawa niya sa akin sa past. She said she still loves me, lol. Now I have my insurances and investments, saved some money, plus yung lupa ko sa Baguio ay okay na. Pag-graduate na ako sa grad school, I had 3 Muay Thai bouts. Pinagmukha ko sa kanya on how successful I became and have more sa pocket ko. Traveled to Europe 2 times din, and sa US which is pinamukha ko sa kanya at a young age of 25 years old. I managed to do a lot for myself and others who are worth to help out. I had bad and good relationships that lasted long, but she is the most interesting one that I can say was the sweetest justice in my way. All I told her in the end is, you will remember what you did to me and how I punish you for the rest of your G-damn life. It was a bit dark. That was the relief and justice to myself. Being cheated on sucks, and sa ugali niya na unappreciative. It made me hurt. That's why I try to play things smart and keep my cool. Wow. So, sobrang intense ng story na to and definitely filled with a mix of emotions, anger, betrayal, and ultimately a sense of satisfaction sa part ni OP. Ayun, so first off, OP, it's clear na you were deeply hurt by your ex-girlfriend's actions. Cheating kasi is a major betrayal and it's understandable na you felt the need to take control of the situation and also seek justice in your own way. Kung paano mo siya na-handle by staying calm and gathering evidence before confronting her shows a lot of restraint and self-discipline. Instead na nag-react ka impulsively, naghintay ka pa until you have all the facts, which is very commendable. The fact na pinakita mo rin sa kanya yung success mo right after confronting her must have been quite of a moment for you. It seems kasi yung part of revenge mo was showing her what she lost by betraying you. It's natural din kasi that you want to prove that you're better off without someone who hurt you. And it looks like you did just that. You achieve a lot and it's clear na you're very proud of your accomplishments, which you should be. As for your ex naman who's trying to come back into your life, It's not a surprise na then that she's realizing the mistake she has made. Her situation seems to be deteriorated, while yours have flourished. However, importante din to remember that the best revenge is living well. Na-approve mo na nga kasi yung point mo. And maybe it's time naman to focus entirely on your own growth and happiness, rather than showing her what she missed out on. And so, bago ko ibigay ang aking conclusion, OP, basta rin tayo ng mga comments. Sana all my 900,000 pesos na check. Lol, good job, OP. Ayun, good job nga talaga. And isa pang comment, I suppose you didn't block her social media para makita niya yung post mo. Ha ha ha. And reply ni OP, yup, ha ha ha. I literally want her to see how well I am. And nagreply yung commenter, konting exaggerate din ng post para dagdag pang asar. May katabi ka ng maganda, lalo na yung mga pinagsesalosan niya. Ha ha ha. Reply ni OP, dapat pala kunwari may celebrity akong secret lover kasama sa photo. Char! Haha. Ayun, so next comment. Sarap makabasa mga ganitong success stories. She could have had a great life. Good riddance to that ungrateful B word. She belongs in the streets. And reply ni OP, indeed. Such a shame, pero life goes on. May the heavens decide her fate. And next comment, gusto ko yung intro ni Kuya. Military and a fighter. Hunk. Roar. By the way, good revenge, deserve. Ha ha ha. Reply ni OP. Ha ha ha, Iron Man body. Thanks. And magbasa pa tayo ng huling comment. Damn, enjoy magbasa ng ganito. Si OP na ata ang pinaka-chill lang kahit nalaman niyang nag-cheat ex niya. Yung excited ang ex ni OP, sumakay sa yacht. Ayun, sumakay na lang sa bangka mag-isa. And reply ni OP. Ha ha ha, pag nakaranas ka na ng super intense sa military training, you have the advantage of controlling your emotions more. Though, hindi naman totally sa military lang. You can control your emotions in other ways pa. Also, staying calm will also give you time to think better talaga. Always stay calm and execute plans in a smart way. Never let them know your next move. Dapat pala mag-yacht kami at iniwan ko dun. Ayun, so it's very satisfying nga talaga that you've turned a painful experience into a story of a personal success. And nag-reason ka above the situation and pinakita mo nga that you're capable of thriving despite the betrayal. However, yung best outcome talaga is not just about showing her what she lost, but about continue to build a life that makes you happy and fulfilled, independent of any past relationships. Keep moving forward and don't let the past dictate your future. Ayun, isang feel-good story. Nagustuhan ko yun. Favorite ko so far sa mga Reddit stories. Best revenge ever. Ayun, so move on na tayo to our last subreddit. And so this is a new subreddit. This is from Students PH. And yung title ay, I confess to my crush who is my classmate. And now nagbibigay na siya ng motives. I don't know what to do. Nag-confess ako sa crush ko. Di ko nasabihin specific date, basta medyo matagal na. Classmate ko siya, and di naman kami ganun ka-close in class. When I confessed him through PM, he said it's okay lang naman daw. After that, I didn't reply na kasi di ko na alam re-reply ko doon. Fast forward, pagka-confess ko, madalas na siya mag-roam around me. Lumalapit ganun. I also sometimes catch him staring. Yung tipong sinusundan niya ako ng tingin. Ako naman si ating mo, kinakabahan kaya di ako maka-eye contact. But when I do, di siya stop dun sa eye contact until ako ang mag-stop. We did talk a bit pero casual lang and di ganun kahaba. And I think one time he got jealous of my guy friend kasi nakita kami magkasama buying food. Maghapon siyang walang imik and on his phone lang. Siya pa natira sa room which is so rare kasi lagi siyang nauunang maglabas. You can feel the mood talaga na bad trip siya. And di ko na alam gagawin. Di naman kami lagi nagchat-chat. And ang random nang tinatanong niya like out of the blue. I heard to a friend na ganun daw talaga yun. Nagbibigay motive but in the end wala naman ginagawa. But I feel like sobrang motive naman yun. Napansin ko rin siya dati sa iba pero hanggang smile lang siya. Hindi naman napupunta to the point na selos. My gut feeling is telling me something. Hoo-hoo. So ayun, it sounds like yung confession mo, OP, has stirred up a lot of emotions and uncertainties. So i-breakdown natin to. Firstly, kudos to you na nagkaroon ka ng courage to confess your feelings to your crush. And it takes a lot of bravery, especially when unsure ka on how they might respond. Yung reaction naman niya saying it's okay might have seemed vague, Pero yung subsequent actions niya are really what's interesting. The fact na he's roaming around you more often, making eye contact, and possibly showing signs of jealousy might suggest that he might be interested in you too. However, understandable kasi that you're feeling confused. On one hand, he's showing signs of attraction, but on the other hand, you're hearing from a friend that he might not follow through. So this can make it hard to gauge his true intentions. It's clear din kasi na there's a shift in his behavior after your confession. Yung pag-increase ng attention niya, yung prolonged eye contact, and yung possible na selos to indicate that your confession affected him in some way. Pinapakita din kasi dito that he's trying to figure out his own feelings for you. Yung ganitong behavior kasi is common when someone is interested but unsure how to proceed. So siguro yung advice ko lang dito is try to communicate with him directly. Kung comfortable ka, i-consider mo na din mag-initiate ng conversation with him about how things have changed since nag-confess ka sa kanya. Pwede mo siya tanungin directly how he feels, kung interesado siya mag-pursue in something more, para makatulong to clear up any confusion and prevent misunderstandings na din. Try mo na din i-observe yung actions niya. While yung advice naman ng kaibigan mo is something to keep in mind, actions often speak louder than words. Kung kinontinue niya mag-show interest and spends more time around you, pwede yung maging sign na he's genuinely interested. Try mo na din i-take it slow. Medyo okay na din to take your time and not rush into anything. I-observe mo lang paano mag-develop yung mga bagay and maging comfortable ka sa mga nararamdaman mo tuwing kasama mo siya. And last advice ko dito, i-trust mo lang yung gut mo. Yung instincts kasi very important. Kung naramdaman mo that there's something off or nagkakaroon ng mixed signals, okay lang mag-step back and ma-reassess yung situation. And so bago ko ibigay ang aking conclusion, basahin na natin yung mga comments. Sabi ng isang commenter, base sa description mo, it's either crush ka din niya or nagkakaroon din siya ng crush sa'yo after mo mag-confess. So ano na girl, push mo na, ha ha ha. Response ni OP, paano ba? Nagkakahiyaan kami. Reply niya, siya dapat mag-initiate? Mahirap kasi sis pag ikaw naghabol. Okay na yun nagsabi ka ng feelings mo. Sabi naman ni OP, okay wait ko na lang, update ko kayo if meron. Char. And second comment, ewan ko lang ha, pero when guys know na interested ka sa kanya, they start to have feeling for you too. I know that because that's what happened to me, and I'm a guy. And reply ni OP, please lang, ayoko magdelulu. And next comment, coming from someone who has been in the same shoes as the guy, since ikaw ang nag-confess, ikaw na mag-initiate. Start making moves to the point na he can get comfortable around you for conversations. Sayang oras, landi lang hanggang may free time pa. And reply ni OP, baka magmukha akong desperate. Gusto ko siya na lang mag-initiate since ako na nag-confess. And magbasa pa tayo ng isa pang comment, baka naman torpe lang siya kaya hanggang pakita ng motiba lang kaya niya. Ikaw na mag-initiate at makipag-usap since ikaw naman ang nag-confess eh. And reply ni OP, nag-uusap naman kami in person, sometimes very short lang. Sa chat naman, bihira lang. Ayun, so, yun lang naman yung story dito. I-remember mo lang OP, relationships are very complicated, especially if feelings are involved. Siguro yung best approach mo lang dito is stay true to yourself, communicate with him openly, and maging patient ka lang sa process. And OP, good luck. Bigay mo kami ng updates. And so, dito na nagtatapos yung today's episode of Pinoy Reddit Stories. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa pag-dive dito sa Landi Tales and maybe learned a thing or two about navigating those tricky romantic waters. And guys, if you like this episode, don't forget to leave a like on this video and comment nyo na din yung mga opinions nyo on the stories I just laid out. And don't forget to subscribe on this channel, Kian PH, for more juicy Reddit stories. And guys, kung laging naman kayo on the go, you can find this episode on Spotify, Amazon Music, and all of the major podcast platforms. Ayun guys, thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next one. Stay safe and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!